I think I want to start this video off with a clip. Let's play the clip. Look, man, the reason I can't fuck with other white people who like black people and have a preference for dating black people is because y'all are mad weird and you make everything harder for me. Tell me why I was fucking sitting at my bar and lounge that I like to go to, and I started striking up a conversation with this guy. It was a different guy from the last story I told, I promise. And we were talking back and forth, and we got onto dating, and it turns out that both him and I like black women. And the very first things out of his mouth was, "Whoo, what's your favorite breed of black woman?" What the fuck did you just say? In what reality? What? Who? So I asked him, I said, breed? As breed? He goes, yeah, bro. Black women with locks, darker skinned black women, alt black women. I said, you mean type? Like aesthetic wise? He said, yeah. I said, why would you ever use the word breed? He goes, I don't know, because I was like, don't finish that sentence. Don't finish it. And then I walked away. That was a TikTok video that I posted a couple of days ago. And since I've posted that TikTok video, it has gotten over 46,000 views and close to 10,000 likes with close to 700 comments the last I checked. It's one of those videos that continuously grows like so rapidly that it's hard to keep up with what's actually happening. And as you can probably guess from the content of that video, the vast majority of the positive attention from it has been from black people, specifically from black women who are absolutely tired of getting talked about as if they are food or animals or objects, especially by white men who fetishize them over and over again. And from this TikTok, if you look at my following count, you will see a huge influx of black women and black people in general who are coming over to, you know, basically say, hey, I like this guy. He seems like he's not going to be a piece of shit to us. And this depresses me. Now, don't get me wrong. I am extremely happy that all of these people see me as a safe space, as somebody who is going to stand up for them, as someone who is not going to say racist shit, as someone who is going to be a good person to be around. But what makes me so sad is that the bar for white people is in hell. See, I heard a phrase a long time ago that went something like this: black excellence is needed where white mediocrity, where white mediocrity succeeds. And what that basically means is that white people, on average, do not have to put in nearly as much effort to get famous, well-known, or praise as black people do. A very good example of this, and something that I saw recently, was a Sean C video where Sean was overviewing someone criticizing rap music. And of course, like always, one of the big criticisms is, oh, rap isn't deep and complex. Oh, I can't believe that rap isn't doing all of these like really meaningful songs. And Sean C pointed out that rap is the only genre of music that gets this criticism. When pop or country or rock music is vapid or it's meaningless or it's made just to be fun music, you don't hear a lot of people saying, oh, rock, this new age of vapid rock is ruining the white people, the white communities. Oh, it's destroying the genre. What happened? This country song about drinking and partying. Oh, well, this country song about drinking and partying. This is exactly why the white community is drunk all the time. Like, you never hear the criticisms of white art forms similar to how you'll hear criticisms of black art forms, because for whatever reason, society, including society within the black community, sometimes expects black people to always be at the top of the top of the top of the top. And so it's just very depressing and disturbing to me that all I had to do was make a video where I said, hey, don't treat black women like animals, or don't talk about them like food, because that's fucking weird and you're weirding me out, and you're also making my dating life harder. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. On the one hand, I'm really pissed off because I really just want black people to be treated like humans. And then my more selfish side is like, you're making this shit harder on me, bro. you're fucking it up for the rest of the class, right? Because while I just prefer black women and want to date them because I love them and I think they're awesome, you keep talking about them as if they're some sort of eccentric foreign figure, like a fucking alien that you just can't wait to bang. And the difference between you and I are stark, but they don't know that by looking at me. And so now you're making shit. My dating pool's already limited by the standards that I set in place. You think you think I need help limiting it even further? Definitely not, right? So, but the thing is, like I was saying, I'm sorry, I go off on side tangents. The thing is that I am so tired of being celebrated for what is essentially nothing. Like, all I have to do is say, hey, black people, I think you're humans and I think you deserve rights. And all of a sudden I'm one of the good ones that's being like lauded. And I hate that. I don't hate it because I think that people are being ridiculous. I hate it because that's how low the bar is. And it shouldn't be that low. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't get to the point where I say black women are human beings and I get tons of comments of people going, you're invited to the cookout. You're all right, white boy. Oh my God. Easy there, white chocolate, which I really fucking hate. Don't call me white chocolate. Please don't. I don't like, it makes me feel weird. Actually, the thing is, they all make me feel weird, right? Like this one black guy commented, I really like this dude. You're gonna find your black queen someday. I feel like that's a weird thing to say. I feel like that's putting me, like it's acting like I'm a step above the rest, and I'm not. I mean, I am an emotional intelligence apparently, but I'm not like special. I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being who's treating other humans like human beings. Like, does that make sense? Like, I don't like being celebrated like this because I don't want anybody to see me humanizing black people, and especially humanizing black women, and think, oh, now you deserve to have a black woman. Because no, I don't. I'm not owed anybody's love and affection. But that's how I'm treated sometimes. This isn't the first time this has happened. I have spoken on my experiences as a white man who prefers black women and my interaction with other white people who prefer black people, and how I have to consistently deal with their bullshit because they think that I'm a safe space for their racist crap. And the thing about racist white people that you got to understand is that you can't tell them that they're racist, right? Like, unless they're like full blown, like fucking neo-Nazi Nick Fuentes type of racism, then they just don't give a fuck, right? But like normal, average, run-of-the-mill racist white people who don't necessarily see black people as inferior, but they like talk like it, or they don't realize how their compliments could be dehumanizing to somebody, you can't tell them that what they're doing is wrong. Because when you hear a white girl go, I love some big, tall chocolate thunder, or you hear a white guy go, oh man, I just want my ebony queen, those two people are convinced that what they're doing is complimenting black people, but what they're doing actually is fetishizing them, and they don't realize how dehumanizing that is. So then you got to sit them down and you have to explain to someone with good intentions why their good intentions don't work. And I don't know if you've ever tried to do that before, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen half the time, because in their mind, they're thinking, well, I didn't mean it that way, so it must not mean the thing that I'm saying, if I'm making sense. And so this whole culminative experience has made me feel weird. I don't feel, when I say I'm depressed by all of the black women who are following me and all of the black people in the comment section of that video who are happy that I don't think this way, I'm not saying that I'm depressed because they're happy they found a white person that's not a piece of shit. I'm depressed because I shouldn't be the standard. That basic human decency shouldn't be the standard. It shouldn't be the bar at which white people need to climb over to not be general pieces of human garbage. Like, there should be so much more to be like, oh wow, I really like this guy. Like when people look at me, I should be having to do more. And the fact that I'm not is disturbing to me, because that means that shit is so bad. Shit is so bad for the Black experience that basic human decency is seen as a fucking masterpiece. Like, it's kind of like whenever you hear women in general talk about dating, like I'll sometimes be like, yeah, no, when I date, I love my partner. I do things for them. I try to make sure that I listen to their needs and their wants, or like in the bedroom. Like I've told this story before, but like there was one time where my ex-wife and we were doing the horizontal bop, and in the middle of it, she started like crying randomly. Like she just had like a full fucking mental breakdown. I stopped everything right then and there. I got her some water. I tried to calm her down. I said, "What's wrong?" She said that like anxiety from work and life had like piled up on her, and she thought she was ready to do something with me, but it turns out that she just mentally wasn't ready. She didn't tell me any of this stuff before we started, by the way. It's not like she went, "Life sucks," and I was like, "So you want to put it in your mouth?" Like I'm not a fucking jackass, right? It was literally like she came over to the house, we talked for a little bit, we listened to some music, and then I started kissing her neck, and we went into it, right? I asked her if she was okay, and she said yes, and then it turns out she wasn't. So I stopped everything right then and there to make sure that she was okay, because her emotional state is more important than my need to bust a nut. And apparently that's a fucking rare thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird to me when treating other people with what I assume to be should be the default is seen as like this upper echelon, right? The bar is in hell, and some of you motherfuckers still manage to walk under it. And I don't understand why that is the state of the world. But yeah, that's all I had for today. Also, if you're not aware, the guy that's been playing in the background is a man by the name of FD Signifier. He is hands down one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. If you want to learn about Black culture, Black media, and just a lot of things in like basically sociology through the Black experience, I think Signifier is one of the best out there to do it. I highly recommend his video on the word Hotep. It was an incredibly educational video. It's like 2-ish hours long, and I loved it. I loved learning. I loved listening to it. So yeah, check him out. But have a good one.